Hello, welcome back to part 3 of our wrap or egg rolls making. Now I'm going to show you what we put in the oven a while ago. I'm done doing the rice. And as you can see, I try to clean up my counter here. I use all the meats, all the 4 pounds of ground beef. So that's the remaining. We have this batch that will go in the oven. We have this batch as well. And we are pretty much deep frying the rice. And when you deep fry it, that's how it's going to look. You don't have to deep fry it more than that. Oh, you need a little bit more oil, yes. Because I'm just boiling it a little bit and put it in the oven, I didn't use a lot of oil. I don't know if you recall the amount of oil that I have. The quantity that I have here, I still have it. I only use the smallest, the jar that has the smallest amount. And now that we're only down to 2 batches, we are just deep frying them. You can deep fry if you want. I just like it baked, fried, oven fried. Gabriella. So as you can see, we only use this oil that is not much. I still have this one. I'll put it back in the oven, in the freezer. And now let's check on. And by the way, our porridge is done. One way to find out is when you close it, it will bubble up. But you can look, it's down. So I'm going to turn it off and take it out and pour it in jars. So I'm going to put this batch in the oven. And let's see the one that we made earlier. As you can see how it is. I can just, can you hear it? That's how crispy it will be. That's how crispy it will be. And we have this one as well. That will be out. Now we'll put this in it. And it has been there for about an hour and 15 minutes. Just can you hold it? This is a little bit heavy for me. You don't need anything, just use it. So we have those 2 in it. Let's put 40 minutes for that.
Just hold it for 40 minutes.
That's 40 minutes right there. And this will just have to be here. And some people will start eating. So the rest, we are just deep frying them.
Not in the pound. That is very funny.
And now let's work on this, our porridge. Excuse me.
What's in there? Open it again. I want to eat. No, I did not want to eat. No, thank you. I don't want to open it again.
Wash my hand. And we have our Charles that we found in the basement drying. We have our porridge here. And I believe I said earlier, when I serve it, after I warm it up in the microwave, I'll serve it with chopped apples and peanuts. I'll wash the apple but keep the skin on it, and then I'll just chop it up and add it to the porridge. One of my kids might ask for peanuts as well. Some of them don't like peanuts in their porridge. Some of them will ask for both apple and peanuts.
This is me. This is me. Do you see me?
I'll take one jar to work as well for my breakfast dinner. And that's just berries. Wheat, wheat berries.
Here's yours.
And I purchased it from Honeyville. I'll put the links in the description. And cooking whole grain like this, I believe is more nutritious. One second, it will keep it warm, your body warm. I believe it won't, your body won't break it down very quickly. So the sugar won't be released in your bloodstream too fast. And it will make you feel full for a longer period of time as well. I still have about 50-pound bag or 25, I think it's 50-pound bag I have in the pantry that I have not opened yet, and I have a bag that I opened already and I'm using, but I think I have 1/3 in the bag, and I didn't store it in any specific way. It came in a paper bag. It's still in the paper bag, and it has been in my pantry since 2016, end of 2016 probably. So that's over 3 years now. I wanted to buy a grinder to grind my own whole wheat flour, but I didn't buy the grinder. The grinder is pricey and I have not saved enough to purchase it yet. But in the meantime, I just went ahead and make porridge out of my grains. And when I purchased those grains, I purchased whole oat as well, which is called oat groat. I purchased millet, barley, and red wheat berries as well. And that's 3 cups that are soaked in water overnight, and I just put on the stove for about 2 hours or less. It was done cooking for a while. I just left it there, but it takes about an hour and a half to cook it. I don't cook it in a slow cooker or anything, just on the stove for an hour and a half, medium heat, and then I'll decrease a little and it's done. And that fills that's 4 cups each, and this one will be about the same, so about 3, yeah, about 3 quarts right here for breakfast. And I can show you the bag in my pantry. In fact, you'll see the name on it: Honeyville Organic Red Wheat, and I believe it's 50 pounds. And I have this one as well. Or you can even see the dates that I opened it. 2016 that I opened this one. And when I open it, I just have it in this container here that I got from a bakery. Icing container, wash it, and I have the one that I've been using. So even though I have about 1/3 left here, I will see that I have about half of maybe 25 pounds total left, because I have quite a bit here as well. And I can show you for 3 years I have it. There is no insect in it. There is no insect in it. I just got the container from the bakery wash it up, let it dry, and that's the lid. I'm not using any specific lid, really. I just try to close it properly. And that's pretty much it. I have multiple of those containers here. I will use one for my popcorn. I believe that's the bottom one. That's where we used to put it. But now it's empty. And sometimes I'll run on the container as well. But that's how I stock up on food, so that I know that I have staples at home that can last me about 3 months. We don't save 3 to 6 months of our income in emergency fund. I just work with my food budget, which for this year is $300 for groceries for our family of 5 or household of 6, 3 adults, 3 kids. And I try to spend less than the budget a month, so that I have something saved to purchase food on sale. Even food that don't go, staples that don't go on sale, I like to stock up on them as well. So those rice from Sam's Club, 25 pounds, they don't go on sale really, but I like to have at least 2 bags that I have not opened on hand. That way I know that I have about 2 months of rice. I have pasta that I purchased this month, and they are 4 pounds each, and I have 4 containers there, spaghettis. So each one of them has 4 bags, £1 pound each. So that's food right there, and that can last us 2 months. I just know that sometimes I will cook about 2 pounds in one eating. If I cook it once a week, that's 2 weeks for the box. So 2 weeks, that's 1 month, that's 2 months right there. That's how I calculate how many I need to buy. And when I have leftover, because I didn't cook 2 pounds in full, I have these containers here that I will use to store the remaining of my pasta. And is in it. It's kind of hard to open it right now with one hand, but it's very easy. I didn't buy any specific container for it. It came with all my Pantry sets, and if I remember the link, I'll put it in the description as well. But you can see it holds my pasta very well. And just stay here, and I have snack for the kids. I have milk in the fridge. I have snack, cookies with milk is good snack for the kids. But I don't give them milk to drink usually. So, and that's that. So then I have 50 pounds bag of beans. I have 12 pound bags that we are using. 50-pound bags of popcorn. Those are staples that can last in the pantry for a certain period of time without going bad. And sometimes I'll buy peanuts, and I don't know how many I have, but you can see I bought it 2 months ago, 8 months ago, and I still have quite a bit left. I didn't buy it this month. We have ketchup, but we don't use them often. When we have a birthday or holiday, I'll make fries and we'll use it. And those tortillas are for a birthday coming, that I made homemade tortilla chips, and I made it before, and I have the video out there as well. This is going to one of my kids' school for snack at school for the whole class. So that's how I stock up on food, so that I know that we have food at home for us for 3 months or more. And thank you for watching. The fried food is out, is done, and the one that came from the oven, some of my kids have been served as well. And that's the leftover of the oil. We can see that this one I can discard it now, and I won't lose a lot of oil, because I didn't really deep fry. I just fry it quickly, take it out, put it in the oven, and I just used a little bit of oil, barely a cup of oil. When I took this out, it was very low in it. and that's pretty much we use to fry everything. And this has been deep fried, and this has been oven fried, and we still have those two in the oven to finish it. And thank you for watching. Some of my kids will use ketchup, and my husband will use sweet and sour for it. When he like a different type of sweet and sour, that's what we have on hand. So he's going to use that. But that's how we cook from scratch, and we save money by doing it, because if you want to buy all of those egg rolls from a Chinese food place or from a restaurant, it's going to be pricey. Right now we use 8 cups of flour, and that's about a half 5 pounds bag of flour, which cost me $1.22. So we use half of that pretty much, and we use 1 cup for the breading and all that, for the flouring and all that. So 5 pound bag has about 17 cups of flour. We use 8 cups plus 1 cup, so we use 9 cups, and we use about half flour. The cost of that flour, $1.22 divided by 2 will give you the cost. And we use 4 pounds ground meat.
Bye.
4 pounds ground meat, and it costs us $1 a pound. So that's $4 right there. Vegetables came from my garden. They all is peanuts, so we just have to calculate what it is. But it was leftover because I fried twice before already, I believe. I think some of them I fried once, some of them I fried twice, but they are well, so I kept them and I froze them. This one seems to be burnt for me. I'll put it away. I'll let it cool, and I'll bag it and put it in the trash. But that's how cooking from scratch can save you money. All of these cost us about $5. If I add the salt and the oil, it will be about $6, I will say, or less, for 6 people, 3 kids, 3 adults, and we have a lot to eat. So it's about $1 a person, or $1 a serving, or less than $1 a serving, or less than $1 a person, and we have enough to eat for lunch, to be full, not just an appetizer, but for the lunch itself. Thank you for watching. And here we have our porridge as well. That is very healthy, whole grain. Even though that's wheat, it's whole grain. And I cook it just from scratch, and I'm going to serve that with apples and peanuts. Or some of them will get apple, some of them will get peanuts, some of them will get apple and peanuts in it. That's right there, fruit and protein source to make a good breakfast for them that will stay on them for a longer period of time when they go to school. Okay, thank you, Jaden. Thank you for watching. I'm Afiavi Ojune Marininette Lieberman, creator of YouTube channel Marininette Lieberman YouTube channel and owners of Nina Soap. And my website is ninasoap.com. Thank you for sticking up with us and watching what we cook for lunch today. Thank you.